Today's local and national news from Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And if you'd be kind enough to like and subscribe, here's a tip for you to get the very latest news from us every day.
As the ongoing conflict in the Middle East intensified over the weekend, travellers to and from the region are now seeing flights in and out of Thailand disrupted. The Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand has issued guidance for passengers affected by airspace closures linked to the Iran conflict, advising travellers to check their rights if international flights from Thailand are delayed or cancelled. Iran has completely closed its airspace, while Israel has shut its skies to commercial traffic. The United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Kuwait have partially restricted their airspace for security reasons, moves that are now affecting routes between Thailand and destinations in Europe and the wider Asia-Pacific region. Even direct flights are in many cases being rerouted, and as aircraft and crews are no longer where they would normally be positioned, knock-on delays are inevitable. Within the first 24 hours, 54 flights to or from Thailand were cancelled or rerouted. Airlines directly affected include El Al Israel Airlines, Air Arabia, Emirates, Qatar Airways, Etihad Airways, Gulf Air, Kuwait Airways, and Spanish charter carrier World 2 Fly. At Bangkok's main airport, staff were assisting affected passengers. On Saturday, an Etihad flight departed Phuket at 3:30 p.m. but returned to the island 5 hours later as a precautionary safety measure. The Ministry of Energy has also sought to reassure the public, stating that Thailand currently holds a 2-month oil reserve. Officials say alternative sources would be sought if the conflict escalates further across the region. That reserve, however, would clearly be tested should the situation become prolonged. Police in key tourist areas have been placed on heightened alert amid reports that thousands of both Israeli and Iranian nationals are currently in Thailand. Authorities say there are no specific threats, but officers have been advised to monitor for any tensions. Travellers experiencing disruption are being urged to contact their respective embassies. There may also be delays to certain imported goods from Europe as freight forwarders assess alternative shipping routes to avoid areas of instability. Importers, including those dealing in Western food products and alcoholic beverages, are said to be watching developments closely. For offshore workers, the impact may be more personal. Those due to rotate home could see changeovers delayed, with some required to remain at work sites longer than planned. Others currently in Thailand may find their return to duty postponed. Closer to home, in Chonburi province, police are investigating the alleged robbery of a 32-year-old British offshore chef at his East Pattaya residence. The man claims he was held at knifepoint while assailants took a safe containing 2 million baht, changing vehicles several times during their escape. At least one suspect is now in custody, and investigators believe the perpetrators may have known the victim prior to the incident. British media reports have since highlighted the man's past convictions in the UK, including fraud related to selling a financed vehicle, and earlier in his life, a hotel robbery involving the theft of cash from a safe. Police say the motive remains under investigation. Tomorrow marks Makha Bucha Day, an important Buddhist observance across Thailand. As is customary, a nationwide 24-hour alcohol ban will be in effect. There is, however, a celestial consolation prize. On the evening of March 3rd, a total lunar eclipse will be visible across Thailand. The moon is expected to rise already in its total eclipse phase, appearing a deep brick red as it clears the eastern horizon at approximately 6:23 p.m. The partial phase will conclude at 8:17 p.m., with the penumbral stage ending at 9:23 p.m. No tickets required, no reservations needed, and thankfully, no corkage fee. In Buriram province, a village wedding has attracted national attention. not for extravagance, but for arithmetic. A former Pattaya worker married not one, but two Austrian men in a traditional ceremony. The grooms, reportedly close friends, both fell in love with the same woman and agreed, amicably, to share married life rather than compete for it. The ceremony was traditional and not legally registered, but it has certainly registered in the headlines. Proof, perhaps, that in matters of the heart, diplomacy sometimes succeeds where politics struggles. Finally, Thailand's Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation has issued an urgent warning for 62 provinces across the north, northeast, central region and Bangkok, cautioning residents to prepare for summer storms, thunderstorms and strong winds through to the 6th. For our region, today looks largely sunny, with highs around 33 degrees, dropping to 27 overnight, though the real feel could reach 38.
Local and national news today from fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.